Hi Aquarius. I'm doing a reading, in Pisces. Hi Pisces. I'm doing a reading for each of the zodiac signs for Aries season. I'm going to note, Aquarius, all right. Get to the point. I'm going to note the major astrological aspects for each of the houses that aligns to your natal chart. So for Aquarius, your first house would be Aquarius. Anyway, all that said, I have that in the intro video if you want to watch the beginning of that, and you can get some more broadened information on the aspects and also just this type of reading in general. So this reading will be for Aquarius moon, sun, and rising. The most accurate probably being the rising, because the aspects correlate to the approximate house location for you. So happy Aries season. I hope that Venus in Aquarius is really bringing some shock and expression into your self-identity and allowing you to just be yourself during the season. So Venus will stay in Aquarius for you till like midway, I think. Venus is going to shift to Pisces in the season. So anyway, we have some major aspects for you in your house, your first house. So let's get into it. The sun will be transiting your third house, which is your self-expression through verbal communication, your mental acuity, and your learning and knowledge, and also your siblings. So you can see some vitality surfacing in those areas, especially through vocal communications. Venus will be conjunct Saturn in your first house of identity, self-image, appearance, your self-awareness, and the way you look to the world. So just Venus conjunct Saturn in you, which is testing your relationships between yourself and the material world. How do you identify with the material world, and what's your relationship with it truly with this aspect? And is it mature and healthy for your self-identity and who you're becoming? I see a lot of I'm seeing some nobility with this aspect in you. So the sun will also be conjunct Mercury in your third house, and that is bringing some mental clarity into your self-expression, verbal communications, your mental endeavors in learning, your reading, and just I feel like a good way to start a new book. And it's definitely a book that will be geared towards how you can have this knowledge and communicate it to the world. Mars will be conjunct Saturn in your first house, which is your identity and self-image. This conjunction is testing our responses and our reactions with that extra surge of determination and I want to say disciplined action. So how are you fueling your self-expression or your self-image? Like, I mean, I say self-expression because your expression of yourself is your sun sign and also your rising, but how is this aligning to how you relate to the world, and how you're presenting yourself through sorry, I got distracted by technology, but I think technology is definitely something that is prevalent to this aspect because of Aquarius. So anyway, I'm going to just move on to the Jupiter conjunct Neptune, where that will be in Pisces, is your second house of possessions and money, personal resources, self-worth, and innate skills and aptitude. This is a spiritual quest in that endeavor through personal resources. I think there's some kind of benevolent gift bestowed, whether that be something that you find that really aligns with you and what you resonate with in terms of your values, or just like an innate skill that might, surface through meditation, which is what this aspect is really about. The sun will be square Pluto, which is your third in your 12th house. So Pluto's in Capricorn and the sun's in Aries. So third is your self-expression and mental acuity. Your 12th house is your unconscious self, your self-reflection, your spiritual life, limitations, repression, secrets, secret enemies, and solitude. There seems to be some kind of conflict between maybe, siblings are here too. There could be a potential conflict with siblings, or like a power dynamic arise between siblings. But I'm getting mainly a conflict between repressed emotions and blocking learning ability, and just having stuff that needs to be transcended, and so that one can acquire more knowledge, and especially more spiritual knowledge. The two together are great to have positive flow between your unconscious and just your immediate knowledge that you have. So it seems to have some kind of block in that channel. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the entrepreneur, the self-sufficient and abundant lady who is just thriving in her own self and prosperity. This is creating your own abundance and relishing in that glow that being a self-made person can bring, attracting messengers and just beauty in itself. There's a yellow bird, pretty bird. I'm getting the Venus aspect from this. So the Venus conjunct Saturn seems to be super aligned with your image that you've created for yourself, and I think you'll reap some rewards from who you've held true to being, and continue to grow in. This is also having profound gratitude for the abundance that you've received, and with that gratitude, you know, just live in that joy, in that bliss, and just regenerate gratitude. Definitely some well-being here. So I hope that you have a lovely Aries season, and have a good, abundant time with your Sagittarian conjunctions. Saturn's still in Aquarius, so we're definitely charting some territory there. So thank you, Aquarius, for just being a cool place to transit, especially for Venus. Okay, hey Pisces, how are you? I hope that you're having a lovely start to Aries season, and you're ready to go through the whole zodiac wheel until it's your season again. So I bet you all had a very transformative Pisces season, and you're ready to implement your insights so that you can start something new and get those creative visions into the material world and sparking ideas in others. So Pisces, the sun will be in your second house of personal resources, possessions, and self-worth, innate skills. I think with the sun being in Aries, you'll have some courage to really just have more self-worth and self-esteem that aligns to your values, and courageously be you, so that you know, those innate skills and what you're good at shine through your work. So Pisces, Venus will be conjunct Saturn in your 12th house. This house is your home, so the unconscious realm, self-reflection, spiritual life, hidden forces, and transcendence. So this seems to be a little bit of a karmic check-in, testing your relationship with others in the material world for maturity and health, and reaping karmic rewards or having a karmic lesson, especially with the Venus attribute of self-worth. The 12th house is about regenerating before the next cycle. So I can see this being a enlightening conjunction that really brings a lot of love, but mainly in a very solitude and spiritual sense, feeling that that love in your heart. The sun will be conjunct Mercury in Aries, which is your second house of personal resources. This aspect can bring some mental clarity around maybe areas of how you're gaining possessions and ownerships and personal resources. It could also bring some alignment with your innate skills and having some messages about what you're good at and what you need to what you need to communicate more so that it aligns with your self-expression and your identity. Mars will be conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, your 12th house, and this aspect is testing our responses and our reactions when we are fueled with more determination and kind of have an expectation of everything going right in Saturn's eyes. So within our 12th house, I'm totally just using this energy for your creative endeavors. That aligns with you and 12th house themes in general, and it's probably the best course of action for using that energy and aligning with it. So could be some lessons with how you have responded with opposing forces, but or like limitations and like repression, or just something that maybe authority, but you can totally just like process all that and gear it into some cathartic flow of art. So anyway, next we have Jupiter and Neptune conjunction in Pisces in you. So that's your first house. This is spiritual quest within your identity and aligning with your psychic self and bringing that into your appearance in the world. I think just having the gift of being you is incredible. So don't forget that. And Venus will also be entering your sign too, so you'll be getting some extra love and hugs, especially after that Saturn check-in in Aquarius. So nothing but positive vibes with the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, and I really see that being like a good meditation day, and definitely some serendipity. Looks really nice. And we also have the Sun square Pluto, which will be your second house of ownership and possession, and then Pluto's in your 11th house of friend groups and your society and how you contribute to a group and are accepted by your peers. There could be some power struggles between your peers and your self-worth and what you're expecting and what you value. That's just something that could be displayed because of the aspect. There also is I'm getting the idea of money in here just because of the second house. So just like personal resources and ownership of possessions. and just having that, maybe someone in a friend group is a little bit egoic with having a surplus, and that's just something that you could witness. Or with Pisces, it could be the opposite, where someone doesn't have enough and falls victim, and then Pisces comes in to be the compassionate hero. So and then that creates an obstacle for Pisces for trying to be of service. So just notes, I mean, we have the this is 10 of Wands. This is powering through, but knowing that you have been burdened with a lot of loads that are just tiresome, and this guy could just easily drop all the sticks and walk away. But with the 10, he's almost done, and it's just a true power through to the finish. And it seems to be like some fire energy with your Aries season, and sometimes that doesn't mix well with Pisces. So fire energy can be super extroverted, which Pisces can be at times, but Pisces also has that introverted aspect. And this could just be an affirmation that the trajectory that you're on, even if it feels heavy, like you're almost done. And I'm getting that aspect from the card. You're almost done, power through. And I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. You're the Queen of Cups. This is having compassion and being intuitive and embracing that feminine energy of psychic abilities and empathy. So whatever is really pushing you, empathize with yourself too, and have compassion for yourself. Your emotions are validated, and there's definitely always some gifts. There's always some pebbles. And this could be an indication for going with the flow of the Aries season, which is super direct and, you know, kind of forces you along. This is like, okay, you gotta keep going, go, go, go. Move, 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 like people in like a line that are just like, go, go. But, you know, the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction could lead you on a flow to really just maybe pause and reflect on what you have before you reach your finish line. And really reflect on the beauty that you've created so far. So thank you, Pisces. I hope that you have a magical and enlightening Aries season, and I really appreciate you checking out the video, and hope that everyone has a lovely Aries season. So thanks again.